We want to solve this beautiful problem here. The question says root 8 x to the power 2 equals root 32x. Now don't do the mistake. This x squared is not under this radical sign, and this x here is not under this radical sign. So what we are saying is that the question is just what? It's just placed there just to confuse. Okay, but it's not confusing at all once you know what you're doing. So now from here, this x can be at the back and this x squared can be at the back of root 8. So now, how are we going to do this? So now I'm going to reduce, okay, because what I will do is reduction because it looks ambiguous. So we have root 8 x squared, and you can see that here, this root 32, I can split it as 8 times what? 8 times 4. Then I have the x. Now, we have root 8, then x squared equals, now from here, this is multiplication in between them. Take note of that. Equals, now I can split this also to be root 8 multiplying root 4, then multiplication of, multiplying x. So now for you to know that it is multiplication between all of them. So now what can we do? We can see that this root 8 can actually cancel this root 8 here. I have x squared equals, now here, what's the square root of 4? And that is 2, multiplying x. Now, so we don't do this mistake. Because we have x here, we have x here. It doesn't mean that you should cancel out one x. Don't divide. Because if you do that, you are going to miss a particular solution. And that is what? That is not right. So now what we're going to do is that take this to this side. We have x squared minus 2x, and that becomes 0. So now from here, you know that this x squared can be split as x times x minus 2 dot x, which is equal to 0. So now here, now we can see that the x here is common. X is common here. Now taking one x out, if you have x dot x divided by x, you can see you're going to be having one left. Then to this place, 2x divided by x, we're going to be left with 2, then equals 0. So now from here, this is 0 form equation. So it is either x equals to 0 or x minus 2b equals 0. So we have x equals 0 or we have x minus 2 equals 0. Right? Then here we have x to be equals 0. Then x equals, we transpose, to the other side. So you can see we have these two solutions, x equals 0 and x equals 2. So now when you put this back to this equation, 0, everything will be 0 at the left hand side. Same here. Then 2, if you put 2 here, 2 square, that will give us what? That will give us 4. Then 4 is multiplying 4 root 8. Now here we are going to be having 2 root 32. Now if you take this root 32 to similar out to simpler sort, you're going to see that we are going to have the same. So that is assignment for you. You can do that. Then another thing I want to say, if you cancel x here, let's say from here you cancel x out, you can see that this is going to be x squared divided by x equals 2x over x, right? You know that x will cancel x there, and one x we do away with this power 2. You can see that you are going to have only x equals to 2. So which actually shorten the possible solutions you should have. So if you do that way, you miss this x equals 0, and you can't left it out. It's also a solution, because it's 0 is also a solution, right? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this class, kindly share this to your colleagues, then follow for more exciting videos. Bye bye.